Well, hey, B, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, this here is going to be a quick chat. All right. Now we got to talk about Miss Mia Thornton of Real Housewives of Potomac and that husband or soon to be ex husband, Gordon. Now it seems like a lot of things are happening behind the scenes that we may not fully be privy to. And I say that because Mia did come to social media the other day and she had a question for the people that she really need them to answer because I guess she just did not know the answer and she needed a little bit of insight, right? Well, Mia asked everybody a question and she said, should a wife who worked during her entire marriage be responsible for paying her soon to be ex husband alimony because he's 30 plus years older than her and says he can't find a job? Okay. Now, this is what Mia is saying. Now, in all honesty, Gordon is that much older than you. I would think that he could not find a job as well at that age. Y'all let me know. I feel like the most he could possibly do would be a greeter. Okay, maybe he can go and start a business. Maybe he could go back and have a conversation with the family and get reinstated with the business of some sort. But maybe he could go and be a greeter at Walmart or something. Is what I would think. Maybe do a little bit of a security from the car, looking around, or so, I don't know, mystery shopper, maybe a little bit. He could get those type of jobs, but to sustain the lifestyle that he had while he was with you, Miss Mia, I would think that that would be a struggle. Okay. At least that's just what it is that I think. I think that would definitely be a struggle for Mr. Gordon. Okay. But Mia is not trying to give up any of her coins as Gordon was giving up his coins to her and put her in position to quote unquote manage and be bosses of businesses and stuff. So she's not liking the reverse on that. Okay. Especially now that she's about to get out of this marriage from this man. She even went as far as to call this man a predator. Like, some things are definitely happening behind the scenes. It's giving nasty work ever since last year when she popped out with ink and everybody was confused. Like, who is this man? Gordon going over there to TMZ, calling her out and clocking a few things from the final episode where he pretty much went off on her and told her, if you want fair, go to a carnival, honey. To Mia getting on the show talking about Gordon leaving his dirty clothes and she having to wash them and fold them up and ink take them up there to him and all of this other stuff. Like, she being a bit messy. Well, she decided to get even more messier by coming down to the Instagram, right? And she had some things to say. So she put this post up of her, and it's given a cat suit with a piece of cheetah on it. Okay. Cheetah print. All right. I don't know if that's her trying to say that she's a cheetah or something like that. I'm not sure, but that's just the print that she's rocking in this image. The caption says, to capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. Girl. So you think it's real simple until you swipe and then you really get into the details of what's going on. Okay. So Mia says, tired of protecting. Met my soon to be ex husband at the men's club Charlotte when I was 19 years old. He would come into the club during certain seasons and spend endless amounts of money. Naturally, I was fresh bait. Being the young and impressionable as adolescent adult, he masterminded and manipulated me into thinking he was the successful, powerful pillar in the community. Maybe he once was, but his bones were buried deep. Girl, it sound like Mia over here telling the story. Mia, is you writing a book? Is this an excerpt to a book? She goes on to say, he won me in by showing interest in a charity organization that I was affiliated with and connected me with prominent people in the city, completely grazing over one of our first conversations of his very vague request. I'm looking for a woman who will make me a kept man. That don't even sound right, Mia. This must be what you mean kept man? Mean kept as in you keeping him and he ain't out here cheating like he did on his first wife or something? Is that what he meaning by kept? Because it seems to be he messed around and made you a kept woman. Oh, okay, girl. Well, let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going. She said he would teach me what he knew in business, but needed me to be his worker bee. When I tried to distance myself, he started showing up at my home unannounced and told me if I didn't follow his guidance, then I would never amount to anything. What? You talking about Gordon? She says, this is exactly how the first couple of years went, trapped, confused, yet still found my way through it all. My 24-year-old self is now sitting at the head seat of the execute. I think she meant to say executive table. Okay. She says she's sitting at the head seat of the execute table, running a multi-million-dollar business. Okay. She says providing for my children, driving custom cars, traveling the world, what many would call the dream life. She says what my soon to be ex-husband failed to share was that the excessive spending and lavish gifts were soon going to end, as he didn't know when to stop spending and he didn't know how to stop buying women. Oh wow. Oh wow. He was still he want now he want to be a kept man, but he's still over there buying women. So I guess you couldn't keep him. I am confused. Okay. I am confused. Let's keep going. After walking in on him having sex and making out with a friend of mine in our home, I soon decided that this was not what I wanted nor deserved. So I followed my heart and ran back to my love, Inc. Mia, I'm not listening to this. Talking about you caught this man hunching on somebody, a good friend of yours. I don't know how true that is, especially considering the fact that the man let you go over there and dibble and dabble over there with ink because he was having prostate issues. Did he say something was going on with his wanga tanga? I could have sworn he said something was going on with his wanga twanga. That's why he let you go do your thing. The problem was that you let the kids see you out there doing your thing. And now you're trying to sit over here and create a story to fit your narrative. And I don't think that's fully fair. That's why it's more sides to a story. Let's keep going. She says, Ink has been and will always be my safe place. My soon to be ex husband lost his mind, became abusive, and threatened my existence, but knowing or understanding what he was going through. What? Not knowing or understanding what he was going through. Now she did say that he was mean, and then he say something like he has manic episodes or something. He had bipolar or something like that. He could be bipolar or whatever the case was. He did talk about that though. So some part of what Mia may be saying is true about him, likely becoming abusive and threatening her and saying stuff. So that could very well be true. Okay. Let's keep going. She says that he shared that he was bankrupt and needed my help, begged me not to leave him and for us to make it work. With the less than gas money in his bank account, I decided to remain in my marriage and help him get back on his feet. Little did I know this would be the first of many rebuilding episodes that I would have to climb our family out of financial distress. Over the years, lots in between, I've endured many levels of abuse from my soon to be ex-husband. He promised that if I ever tried to leave him, he would assure me that I would not live a prosperous life, that he'd make me and that I will I'm sorry, that he made me and that I will not be able to be successful without him. It took me over a decade to gain the confidence and independence to live life on my terms. I'm tired of protecting a predator, one who pays for sexual favors, who preys on young women and master manipulates them into being his sex slaves. Girl, not you trying to put this man in the same category as Mr. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. Girl, this is some disrespectful SHI. This is some disrespectful SHI for you to put out there about these kids' daddy. Now I'm with you if you right and if you telling the truth, but you haven't always been known to tell the truth. Now that don't mean that you telling a lie on today or on yesterday. Okay, that don't mean that you was telling a lie necessarily, girl. But the people do have questions. Okay, now if you're gonna make these type of allegations, we're gonna need a little bit more evidence. Okay, than you just saying that you was 19 years old at the time, because some people gonna sit up there and be like, "Girl, you was legal." Period. Okay, now I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what the people probably gonna say about you. Okay, they gonna be like, "Girl, you knew what you was over there getting yourself into, and that's what you wanted to do." Okay, now listen, if you preyed upon her, y'all, he was wrong. Okay, she was young and impressionable. Period. She came kind of from the slums, just a little bit, just a little bit. Her mother wasn't really in her life and stuff. Her father passed away. She had a lot of things going on, so she was easy to be preyed upon in my personal. So Mia could very well be telling the truth about a lot of what she's saying. But I also feel like Mia has had some SHI in this marriage too. And I also feel like if Gordon's funds would have never dried the hell up, Mia would never be over there with ink, and she never would be coming to us with the BS in my personal. Okay. She says, I'm setting myself free, and while I still haven't told all, I guarantee you he will not win this time. So that's what Miss Mia saying. Girl, this is some crazy stuff. Again, Mia, if this man money would not have dried up, would you have walked out with all that you were dealing with, according to you? I don't know. Okay, only Mia really knows what she was going through. In all honesty, I don't know, girl. The verdict is still out. Child, this right here is some business. So, girl, y'all got a lot going on out here in these streets, girl. I swear to God, y'all do. Listen, I do have a question though. I wonder if Gordon's family is gonna bring him back into the company once he get this finalized divorce from Miss Mia. Girl, if they were to bring him back onto the company after this finalized divorce, then it's gonna appear that Miss Mia was the problem. But listen, as I'm thinking about it, Gordon, you could have been the problem, honey, which is why your family decided to remove your ass from the company because they was tired of you and your okay, and your FS. They probably was tired of you and that you was bringing down to the door. So they said we're gonna have to let him go. I'm not gonna endure this anymore. Okay, so I don't know, Gordon. Now listen, there you may be showing us a different side because when you on TV, you seem to be a bit more calmer. Even when you was getting upset, didn't look like you was that upset. Okay. But I don't know. It might be a different side to Mr. G that we don't know anything about. He might be a freak, a leaking over there, having him a piece of a freak off or something like that with that lady friend. Girl. But I know one thing, this here is messy. And don't let it get too messy like Erica, Mina, and Safari, because y'all do have children involved, regardless of who the children belong to. Okay. Good luck. All right, Miss Mia. And you thought that Gizelle and Karen was on your ass the first time about you not protecting your kids. I wonder what they finna say now. All right. I wonder what they finna say now. I wish I could see this play out on this season of how they're going to respond to the messages that she's putting out there about Gordon and whether they really believe what she's saying or if they're going to have sympathy for her, being that, he was 30 plus years older than her when she was 19 years old. And now, honestly, that is disgusting, high key, to me. I don't be liking stuff like that when women are so young. And to me, she's still a kid because I don't really see you grown for real till you're 25. But like that's a kid and you 30 some years older than her. And you're interested in this little girl like this, like what the hell you got going on, sir? And you had a wife at the time. Like, you probably was a piece of a predator. Okay. Y'all need to be dealing with women y'all own age. Y'all be trying to go get women decades and decades younger than you. Okay. And then be looking down bad when they decide they don't want to be with you no more because you done shriveled up. And so has the money. Absolutely not. I cannot take it. So again, I don't feel sorry for Gordon at all. But Mia, you better not be lying on this man because I would hate for him to try and come and hit you with a defamation lawsuit on top of getting some of your coins out there alimony. Okay. But we wish you the best of luck. Okay. So good luck. All right. That's all that I got. I just wanted to bring that to you guys really quickly. Want to get your thoughts about everything that we talked about with Mia and the allegations that she don't put out there about Gordon. Definitely got to get into that because what did this woman say at the very end? Okay, what did she say? I'm tired of protecting the predator who pays for SCX for sexual favors. Okay, let me not even spell it out. I'm tired of protecting the predator, one who pays for sexual favors, who preys on young women and master manipulates them into being his sex slaves. Okay, this is what Mia said. Y'all have got to let me know your thoughts about everything that she has said. All right, I'm Jami. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Jami. That's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out and came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no gunner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad one.